I would kindly, very nicely ask Nintendo to cease this. I want them to stop this trend of releasing ports with minimal improvements and charge them for sky-high prices. A few days ago now, we were announced that the 2011 Wii game would be ported to Switch, much like Wind Waker and Twilight Princess on the Wii U. Wind Waker in particular had a massive overhaul. I don't know if it was worthy of full price, but it had some effort put into it, whereas Twilight Princess felt a little more minimalistic in its additions, making it a product that was very overpriced. So this is really nothing new, but I can't help but feel like Skyward Sword at $60 with no new content just feels like the culmination of every bad pricing decision Nintendo has made. And with bad, I mean for us, because yes everyone, not everything that benefits Nintendo directly benefits us. Unless a Nintendo game is called Kirby Fighters 2 or something, it's gonna be $60 no matter what. And that has been somewhat of a controversy over the years, because you know, games like Mario Tennis Aces, Kirby Star Allies, Super Mario Party, they don't have a lot of content. They really feel lackluster, like they should be cheapened a little bit. But at least you can say that those are brand new experiences. The Wii U ports are $60 too, but you can give them the tiniest benefit of the doubt and say that those games still look pretty modern and have one or two new things going for them, like the funky mode or something like that. But this game and 3D All-Stars released last year have no new content and are decades old games, or at least a decade old. In any case, they're from the Wii and backwards. There is no conceivable way that a game like that can be released today for the same price as a AAA title just because it was rendered with modern technology to have a higher definition. You can buy modern games for cheaper nowadays. It is unfathomable. This isn't a controversial statement. Nintendo is known for having awful deals, but that is not gonna stop me from elaborating. So I know a lot of people who will defend practices like these, and honestly, I am not a big fan of it, but I also understand why they exist, since they're probably very used to this type of treatment, much like I was some time ago. So I wanna respond to some arguments that come from said people in a respectful manner. Skyward Sword is a beefy game. It has a lot of content, arguably more than most Nintendo games nowadays. However, I shall remind you all that playtime is not indicative of value. I can make a game about a dude saying the letter N for 100 hours, and it's not going to be more valuable than Mario Odyssey. Skyward Sword obviously isn't a game about that, but it is old. The game was worth $60 back when it launched, not now. Now all Nintendo did was upscale it a bit. Doesn't quite justify the price if you ask me. The second thing many people say is that this is basic supply and demand, and that it's only reasonable for Nintendo to do such a thing. If people buy them, they sell them. And to that I say, yes, that is indeed true. But I don't care. There are many things that make sense in the business world, but that doesn't make them legal or moral. I, as a consumer, am not feeling comfortable with this decision. I don't think it's justifiable, and reasonably, I do not want it. Microtransactions are also supply and demand, but I don't see y'all defending those. And the third one is your typical don't like it, don't buy it, and you've asked for Skyward Sword remasters for ages, don't complain now. Complaining is how things get improved, guys. We need to give companies feedback. See what happened with the Sonic movie. We complained, they fixed it. As a Nintendo fan, and as a Zelda enjoyer who finds Skyward Sword to be a pretty good game, all things considered, I want to buy Nintendo and Zelda products, but I want them to be good, so you can't just expect me to sit back and watch them do whatever they want because the product is not for me. And the argument about wanting Skyward Sword remasters just screams pettiness to me. A, just because people ask for them and listen very closely doesn't mean we like them under all circumstances. You may ask for a pizza, but if the pizza costs you a kidney, you'll not like it, even if you wanted it. And B, hey, maybe not everyone on the planet asked for Skyward Sword remasters. Maybe the people complaining didn't ask for them. That's a possibility, I don't know, you tell me. As for what I would've wanted, a $60 collection of Skyward Sword HD, the Wii U remasters of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, and the 3DS remakes of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I know it feels pricey, but always remember, Crash has a trilogy of 3 fully remade from the ground up games for 2/3 of that price. Compared to that, 5 ports at $60 is perfectly adequate. I don't want Nintendo to think that this is okay, cause otherwise they'll just keep doing it every time they want. If you want to buy Skyward Sword HD, I can't blame you. Everyone does what they want with their money. This isn't a political problem or anything, there is no real need to be an activist, but I hope you at least get where I'm coming from, and why this seemingly uneventful port seems to upset me so much. Thank you for watching.